Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and I want to talk to you guys about the bunkers in the Season of the Worthy. Specifically, currently we have the EDZ bunker because I'm recording this 2 days into the season. Now, the bunkers are going to be used as our main point of ranking up, for one, our connection with Rasputin, and two, allowing us to, do certain tasks and have access to certain weapons and abilities for our work with the Rasputin public events and the bunkers and the legendary lost sectors. So, let's talk about the bunkers, how to upgrade them, what the currencies are, and what the heck you need to be doing to make this the best process you can. Alright Guardians, so one thing you will need to do is actually clear out the bunker on a daily basis. So you'll see on the map how it shows daily bunker buster. And basically what happens at every daily reset in the game, there are going to be enemies that, basically come down in the bunker and kind of invaded it, and you got to clear them out. Now I went through yesterday and there was one champion servitor and two champion captains. Cleared those out, killed the rest of the enemies. When that's done, you interact with the Rasputin on his little panel and you've opened up the bunker again. Now what does that do? The main thing, it allows you to make sure you can upgrade the bunker, which is kind of what you're going to be doing this entire season between all the bunkers. Here, the Moon, Io, maybe there's a fourth one. I have a hunch there is, we just don't know about it yet. But one thing to make note of, if you're just coming in to get bounties, you can pick up the bounties even if you haven't reestablished the link with Rasputin. So you can work on the bounties, but if you're looking on doing upgrades, you will have to clean it out. Now, for cleaning it out, you do get some Warmind bits, which is the currency used for all of this stuff. So cleaning it out doesn't take that long, gets you some bits, so you probably may as well do it every day. Just my piece of advice. Now, for the Seraph bunker upgrades, you've got two different sections. You've got the armory, which is where you're going to buy your weapon frames, buy some weapons, and also do some things that will help with kind of automatically cleaning out the bunker of daily enemies. And then you've also got your bunker upgrades, which are going to be used to get you upgrades throughout the season for a whole bunch of different things. So the bunker upgrades are a good thing, and that's where you're actually going to be working on leveling up your reputation or faction level. Right up here is the reputation bar. I'm at level 2, so that's why there's nothing up there. But that's how you level up your reputation with this bunker, and that's how you're going to unlock the bunker rank bonuses. So you can see my integration is level 2. The first quest that you have to do after you kind of get your initial turn on of Rasputin is getting him up to level 1 integration. And that's how you're going to get this EDZ sector looter. Now these bunker bonuses do not cost anything. It's just as soon as you get to the rank level, you click on them, activate them, and they're there. So don't have to worry about buying these, but you do have to upgrade it to get there. So how do you upgrade the bunker? Well, there's a currency that you're going to get by upgrading the bunker called chipsets. So if I go to the bunker upgrades, it's these little guys in the bottom. Chipset for EDZ. Now, you can directly buy these, but that's really not what I would advise at first, because you want the upgrades that you can see all above in the rank 1, rank 2, rank 3. Every time you unlock one of those upgrades, you're actually going to get chipsets for those. Now, if I upgrade a rank 1, I'm going to get 1 chipset. If I upgrade one of these at rank 2, I get 2 chipsets. And rank 3, I get 3 chipsets. Now, I think by the bars movement and everything like that, I think it takes 7 chipsets per reputation bar. Bungie's lucky number or number and everything they do is 7, so that's fairly fitting. But I'm pretty sure it's 7 because also you can buy these in chunks of 7, so that's probably just one level. So let's talk about these upgrades. You have a lot of upgrades you can do, and there is a pretty viable order to make this as best as possible for you. Some of them are nice to haves, and then others are going to make all of this upgrading much easier. So I'm going to go through the ones that I find most important, and then I'll cover what the other ones do. Most important is this far right column, cost reduction. The Warmind bits that you get from doing the public event, the daily, the weekly, the repeatable bounties, clearing out the bunker, and then later on you'll be able to get the bits in other places, or what you use to buy all of these. So the first one, the upgrades cost less to acquire. This is the absolute first thing you should buy. 100% make sure you get this one straight away. Now, the second one doesn't sound as appealing, but what we're really trying to get to is tier 3 down here. So tier 2, on any destination, Rasputin's auto rifle weapon frame pursuits cost less to acquire. Just like previously when we were in the Tower Obelisk, if you were buying a weapon frame, it cost a certain number of currency. This upgrade is going to make that auto rifle cost less. Now, that doesn't sound that appealing, but the auto rifle seems like one of the quite good things this season. So you're probably going to be buying a lot of them, so it's going to have a good payoff in the long run. But this is the big key. Cost reduction is even less now. Now, when it started, this tier 3 was, I think, 350 if I don't recall. Maybe it was higher. When I had this upgrade of tier 1, it dropped this one down to 300, which was already a pretty good chunk. And then when I got tier 3, it's now taking it down to 240. This tier used to be 150 after I bought the first one. Now it's 120. This one that started at 90 went down to 75 and then went down to 60. So you're going to upgrade all of these at some point because these are ways to get chipsets and get you benefits in-game. So you may as well do that as opposed to buying these just straight out. And as you do this, you're going to want everything in here to be as cheap as possible. So this is one of the first things that you need to do is the cost reduction tier 1, 2, and 3. Second thing you need to do is the Warmind bit generation. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 is the next thing I'm going to get. I just did this in the wrong order because I wasn't paying attention. So the way this works, if I want to upgrade something on rank 3, I have to buy the rank above it. If I want to upgrade something on rank 2, I have to buy the thing above it. So as you guys can see, I bought everything here. I don't have the currency yet to buy these, but I can buy these. I can't buy this one, can't buy this one, can't buy this one, but I've got tier 2 here. So I can buy this one if I get 240 bits. So you need the rank above to unlock the rank but underneath it. So the second most important one is the Warmind bit generation. On all destinations, bunker clearing, which is that thing you do every day, has extra chance of awarding Warmind bits. Now I got 20 yesterday. I think I already had this unlocked. I don't know if it's guaranteed every day or maybe you get more or less, but we'll see. Daily resets coming around here in a little bit. Tier 2, completing Rasputin repeatable bounties awards extra Warmind bits. Those repeatable bounties are very easy to do. Most of them are either get kills with certain weapon types, or grenades, or melees, or supers. Nothing really crazy, and you can go do any other activity. It doesn't have to be an EDZ. You can go do random stuff on the moon and still kill stuff with a submachine gun that the bounty says, and it counts. So anywhere in the solar system, they're easy to do, so this is going to start paying off. Now, it only grants you 12 instead of 10. The repeatable bounties do only grant you 10 normally, but it bumps up to 12. But if you think about percentage, it is 20 more percent. So 20 more percent for every repeatable bounty, that's a good thing. It's going to start adding up. But the big one is here. This is the second tier you want to completely max out. Completing strikes, Crucible matches, and Gambit matches has a chance to award bonus Warmind bits. Now, not everybody's going to want to do lost sectors all the time, but that's at least kind of how you start doing, gaining some of these bits and upgrading things. So you're going to be doing that lost sector. You're going to be doing the public events quite a bit. But to be able to go do strikes, Crucible matches, a bunch of other stuff that you need to naturally do, this is going to be a good thing across the board. So these are the two most important ones. Everything else in here is a bonus, mostly to gameplay or a little bit of resources. So let me cover those real quick. So tier 1, so the Rasputin awards. Basically, you get a chance in doing different activities to get more seasonal gear. That can be probably both weapons and armor. I think it's mostly just the armor here. The Valkyrie is the fiery spear that you throw from the Warmind campaign, or if you're running through the strikes on Mars. You can now summon it during public events. You can now summon it in the bunker. You can now summon it in the legendary lost sectors. You guys get the point. Over here, encrypted Warmind bits. Now this is a fairly also important tier. And this is again where I would probably say priority number 3 falls here. Encrypted Warmind bits, if I go to my currencies right now, are right here. Encrypted Warmind bits grant access to Rasputin caches in Seraph Tower public events and legendary lost sectors. Gain these by completing Rasputin's daily bounties. Now there's only 4 daily bounties. So if you are trying to get certain gear, if you want to get gear from doing the public events, you're doing the public events, you're trying to get bits, you want to make this the most, most value for your effort. You only get 4 daily bounties per day. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 resets every day. Now they do give you 50 Warmind bits, so you want to do them for sure. But these encrypted Warmind bits are how you open the chests, and you actually need to open the chests for the weekly bounties. So you have to do the Seraph Tower public event to full completion and open the cache 4 times for the weekly bounty. So If you start on the first day of the week, you do 4 daily bounties, and you use those 4 dailies on this week to open the 4 caches at the public event, you don't have any more dailies until the next day, so you don't have any more encrypted cache keys to open the chest. And the second weekly is defeating 12 champions and open 3 caches in the legendary lost sectors. So the encrypted cache keys or encrypted Warmind bits, basically same thing, are going to be used to open those chests, and that's why having as many of those around as possible is a good thing. So what this does is encrypted Warmind bits awarded from Zavala, Shax, Drifter, Banshee, Hawthorne's challenges. That's their weekly challenges. Those are all the ones where you do 8 bounties. Pretty simple, and it's a chance to get 5 more encrypted Warmind bits. Second tier, EDZ Rasputin chests have a chance to return the used encrypted Warmind bits. So if you open the Rasputin chests on the EDZ, both lost sectors and public events, you get a chance to get those Warmind bits back and use them again. So even more gear. Finally, use Rasputin's point defense system in the EDZ bunker at reduced cost. Now, the point defense system I'm going to cover on the other side in the armory, but it has some benefits to it. So tier 3 here is kind of optional, but again, if you're going for benefits, this is still probably more functional than the rest of them. This one is planetary auto collection. So basically the planetary material of said planet. So EDZ is Dusk-like shards. And what's going to happen is Rasputin's frames collect planetary materials while you're busy. Visit the bunker to pick up a package of planetary materials. Now, I visited it yesterday. I don't think I got any, so I'm guessing this might be on a weekly basis, but we'll see how often it happens. But basically, you have increased capacity for that, and they are much more efficient. Now, the one over here on the far left is actually kind of fun, and it is going to help you in a couple places. So, for priorities, I would say resource collection of all the Warmind bits and encrypted Warmind bits and the cost are important. So cost is #1 priority. Warmind bits is #2 for all these upgrades and purchases that you're going to need it for. Encrypted Warmind bits is #3 for priorities. And then my #4th priority is actually probably going to be these heavy frames. Mainly because they're going to help you clear out the legendary lost sectors, which can be painful. They're going to help you on the public events in case some people you're playing with are not so smart. Even though I have a separate video about the public events, so you want to see about that one, go look it up. These are going to help you here. Heavy frames are going to be able to spawn when you clear the bunker. You're going to be able to use the heavy frames in the public event and the heavy frame in the legendary lost sector. The heavy frame is a big giant robot thing from the trailer. I can try and put a tiny clip of it in here right now so you guys can see it. But I don't actually have any gameplay of playing it with it yet, just because I haven't unlocked it yet. But it is one that's going to be functional in gameplay to complete activities, especially as legendary lost sectors. The more you do those, the better they're going to get. And if you can farm those, that's actually going to be a pretty valuable way to get more bits. Now, once you have all of these done, then if you still have Warmind bits left over, you don't need to buy any weapon frames, and you just want to start upgrading this guy to max out the EDZ bunker, you're probably going to have to come down here for the final sets of upgrades. But all of the rank ones give you 1 chipset. So if you do all 7 up top, you will have 7, which is enough for a level. If you do rank 2, that's going to give you, each one gives you 2, so you'll have 14. That's 2 more levels. And then if you do rank 3, you're going to get 3 for each, and that's 3 more levels. So you've got 1, 2, and 3. So you've got 6 levels. You need to take this thing to level 7. So likely you'll only need to buy this one right down here, probably just 1 time to get the final level, which is why it takes 500 bits in the end. So that's everything for the bunker upgrades. Let's go talk about the armory side. So this is the EDZ armory. Each bunker we get access to over the course of future weeks in the season. It's probably going to have slight different variations on this. But you have the weapon frames. So once I'm level 3, I'm going to be able to purchase any of these weapon frames, which just like previous seasons, weapon frames, when you do whatever task is required or however it works, you're going to be able to get a random roll on said weapon. So we've got the auto rifle, which seems very possible and actually has some of the better rolls. We have the sidearm, the hand cannon, and the machine gun. Now you'll notice down below the cost of these is also Warmind bits, but it's their encrypted version. So those are the ones that are limited by the daily bounties. That's the only place to get those unless you are lucky enough to have that second unlock. So if you use those on the chests for like the public event, where you can actually get those back. So you're not going to be like just swimming in these for a little while. Maybe down the season you'll have a lot of these encrypted Warmind bits, but for the time being you're not going to have that many. So daily bounties are going to be very valuable. So over here, it costs 2,000 Glimmer and Warmind 2 to 3 Warmind bits, depending on which one of these you buy. And you'll notice the auto rifle is worth 2, the rest is worth 3. So apparently that's the cheap one here. Those are encrypted Warmind bits, but over here, this is a way to get, it seems like another roll on a weapon, but it's straight up just regular Warmind bits. Now, I'm not rank 92 in the Season Pass, so I haven't unlocked this ability, and I think it's going to be similar across all the bunkers where you can basically just spin the Warmind bits and get rolls on weapons as opposed to spinning the encrypted. But between both currencies, we're probably, like the last season, going to have many weapon rolls to choose from, trying to go for those god rolls. So that's the weapon frames. Got to get to level 3, and that's the quest step I am currently on. These Seraph cosmetics are literally just part of the Seraph War Set network, which is the quest step that we have to do. First, you have to get it to rank 1, then you have to get it to rank 3 so you can buy the weapon frames. When you get it to rank 7, that's when you're going to unlock these cosmetics for this bunker. Now, the Seraph Bunker PDS, which I don't know what PDS stands for. But wait, basically, oh, Seraph Point Defense System, sorry. So you've got Proximity, you've got Priority, and you've got Sustained. Basically what these do, I'll read the first one to you. Reroute power to the Seraph Bunker's point defense system, allowing Rasputin to assume control and neutralize scavenging combatants. Rerouting power comes at a cost. On the day following purchase, this automatically clears the Seraph Bunker of enemy combatants. So, if I buy this today at daily reset, which while I'm recording this is about an hour and a half away, when I log in, I'm not going to have to clear it out again. It's already done for me. Now, early on in the season, probably not what I would spend a lot of my bits on and stuff like that, because there's other things I probably want. But you'll notice I also have to get to Season Pass rank 32, so not quite there yet either way. Now, this one automatically clears the Seraph Bunker of combatants today. So if you literally drive down in here, buy this thing real quick, and you've got your Season Pass to that level, you can literally just clear it out, not have to go kill the enemies, and you're good to go. Finally, this is the one you're eventually going to want to be able to do. So automatically clears this Seraph Bunker of enemy combatants for today and the rest of the week until reset. So literally, you come in on Tuesday at weekly reset, come down in the bunker, clear everything out, you're good for literally the rest of the week. Now, I don't know if it takes away the bits that you would normally get by cleaning it out. If you have fun cleaning out, maybe you don't even want to spend stuff on this. But until you have a lot of the weapon rolls, have this thing fully upgraded, I would not be spending both encrypted and Warmind bits on these things. The clearing is not that difficult, and it gets you bits anyway. Finally, you have 2 mods that you can get. I just need to get my bunker to rank 7 to unlock these. So we've got add solar damage to the explosions of Warmind cells you destroy, and you become charged with light by rapidly defeating multiple enemies with explosion of a Warmind cell. And you're like, what is a Warmind cell? Well, you'll notice above it, it says defeating in combat with a 7th Seraph weapon. Notice these are a roll of a 7th Seraph carbine. These are all the weapons. These 4 are the weapons that are going to be dropping the Warmind cells. And you'll notice multiple copies do not stack, so really just 1 is all you need. But the Warmind cell seems to have all these things that is going to act as like an explosion. This one adds solar damage. Another one, defeat multiple enemies with the Warmind cell, you become charged with light. There's another one I know that makes the explosion even bigger. So it's like you're going to be defeating enemies, and they drop this little Warmind cell, and then if you shoot it, it's like a little grenade, and it just drops off an enemy. You shoot it, and big explosion, and it's just helping you kill enemies even faster. So these Warmind cells, from what I've heard on Twitter, actually can be decently powerful. So when I get more access to those, I will definitely let you guys know about them. But that is everything here in the armory upgrade section, mostly buying weapon frames and dealing with your bunker PDS. And that pretty much covers it. The weeklies are going to give you 100 bits, the dailies give you 50, and then the repeatables give you 10. If you have that upgrade to the repeatables, they will give you 12. So, remember, every bunker upgrade you buy is going to give you a chipset. When you have 7, you can upgrade your reputation a level. As you get upgraded levels, you upgrade your bunker rank bonuses. And when you get up to rank 7, then you'll have everything you can with this bunker, be able to buy all the weapon frames you want, have all the Valkyries and heavy frame use and all the activities that you can. So this is everything for the Rasputin EDZ bunker. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys, gives you a priority of what to upgrade first, and then also things to look forward to for automatically clearing the bunker and weapon frames and other perks so you can go get, you know, bits and strikes and stuff like that. So thank you guys. Again, hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos from me over this new season of the Worthy Content. Trials launches tomorrow. I do have family coming in town this weekend, so I'll do the Zer video. We've got our podcast. I'll get that video up on Saturday. I do have an exotic. I'm going to try and review that for you guys for Sunday. But overall, I'm not going to get to play Trials too much this weekend, so anything about that probably won't be coming from me. There's so many awesome content creators out there. I don't think you guys will be at a shortage of content for Trials. But if you guys do want to follow me, I am on Twitch and Twitter, both Ebontis, and then right here on YouTube. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment if you have thoughts, guides, other topics to discuss here about this bunker. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it's a nice way to help to support my channel. Trying to climb to 50,000, see how close we can get by May 1st. That is kind of the goal, is May 1st for 50,000 subs, see what we can do. And if you do want to support me directly, I have a Patreon. The link is below in the description. So thank you all very much. Have a great one, and enjoy your grind.